Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. This is going to be my Flimsy Friday. You may notice here, and may see hanging up right here, I have my grandma's Scrappy quilt, or scrap quilt. Yeah, I'm sorry, my nose is itching. We went to Alexandria today, Louisiana. Saw my niece, and on the way down there, I'm allergic to pine trees. There is nothing but pine trees going through Caldwell, LaSalle, and Grant Parish. There is nothing but pine trees. So I am having a lot of facial itching right now, but I'll survive. And let's see, it is Thursday night. We had the live tonight with Tammy. I thought I was going to go lay down and rest, but my brain had other things in mind. So I thought, well, let me just go. I wanted to sew and I wanted to get some things done. So I was like, well, I'll just go pull my things that need to be finished out. And I thought I would trim down my Jelly Roll Irish chain, but I did not. I'll get to that later because I want to go on and get this done and get it to my long armor Ava. I want to go on and get it to her because I have another one already there with her. Yeah, I'm having to scoot myself around here. But I already have a quilt with her, and I thought, well, I could just add this one to the batch. I've got a kitty cat over here stretching. He may jump up here because when it gets his bedtime, he lets me know it, and he lets me know it's my bedtime too. And he thinks it's our bedtime right now. He tells me it's time to go to bed all the time. But what I have done, my grandma's scrap quilt, I had 3 rows that I needed to flip. And like one of them, let me see if I can show you so I can explain it. Okay. This row here, we have 9 patches in it. This row only has 2. I don't know if you can see that second one right there. Right there. But it goes 2 9 patches, then a row without 9 patches. Then it goes 3 9 patches, a row without, and then 2. So it alternates. Well, somehow I got 2 9 patches, a row with no 9 patches, and then 2 9 patches again. What it is, I put those 3 on wrong. So what I am doing, I've taken them off and unstitched them there also. Got to get this stretched out so I can see. And this thing has pins in it, and I'm already sticking myself, y'all. My goodness. But I'm excited to get this done because it's been over here. It's just been a thorn in my side. And right now it's a pin in my belly. Ouch. I got to get them pins up there where they stay out of me. My goodness. But I wanted to go on and get this one done because I really did like this pattern. This was a sew along I did around the same time, ouch, as the Silverstone. Okay, I've got to get these kind of better organized here so they're not jabbing me. Because I've done sit here and poke myself way too many times. And the bad thing about having to flip these was they're pressed the same way. All the seams are pressed the same way on both sides of the, you know, both panels that I'm sewing together. So what I'm having to do is try to not get my corners off too bad. Taking my time here. I am in no rush. Trying not to hit that needle or that pin with my needle. Just going on and getting these sewn together. So guys, how has your day been going? I hope it's good. I know I get into my sewing mood here and I just get to going and I forget to ask you how you are doing. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Or have had a wonderful day. Whenever you see this, whatever time of day you see this. I know some people watch my videos in the morning and some people watch them in the evening. But whenever you watch them, I appreciate it. Thank you. You help me every time you watch a video. And I am hoping to be wrapping up all of my loose ends, my whips, my whatever you want to call them, my unfinished projects. They can be called so many things. UFOs, whips, just not done projects to me. I hope to be getting back on my cross stitching pretty soon. I've kind of gotten away from that here, you know, right before Christmas. And yes, I still have my grandbabies' little reindeer stock, and I'm still working on that. Well, actually, I'm not working on it, but it still needs to be done. You know, sometimes you just have to give yourself a break. My goodness, y'all. We were talking about this on the live. Now, some of y'all said you use a certain kind of thread. I have been using Aurifil for the longest time. And the thread is always breaking. It just broke again. It broke on our live tonight with Tammy. And it just broke again. And I am beside myself. And it's not breaking up at the top. It's breaking down here around the needle. I've changed the needle out. I don't know what's going on. But some of y'all said y'all use something different. If you wouldn't mind, please tell me what you use again. I think it said something collective but let me know. I need to try some different threads. I've also used Madeira. I use Isacord with my embroidery. I think I use Sulky also with my embroidery. But I use Metler, Gutermann. I've used all of those. But the one I would prefer to use, because I can get them in fairly decent sized spools. Now, I have some Suprema or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Superior. Maybe that's what it's called. I have that in a big cone. And I normally use that just for my binding. I mean, my bobbin threads. But if I need to start sewing with that, I will. I mean, to me, any thread, even if I use it for top stitching, I can use that for bobbin as well. But need a different thread that I can use because I'm tired of them breaking. This has gotten ridiculous. Now, I do have some Missouri Star Quilt Company threads. And I don't know if I know I got some at a retreat in February last year. I got some Missouri Star threads. And I don't think I've ever tried them. It was some threads in one of our little gift bags. We gave out gift bags, and it was something somebody had brought as, you know, a treat. One of the gifts given. So I guess I probably need to try that. But in the live tonight, someone did say, the live on Timmy's channel, someone did say that their Bernina does not like the Aurifil either. Sometimes it's, I thought the last one, because I just used up a spool of it, of the Aurifil. I love the Dove Gray because it just kind of goes with everything. And I love using that. But it just seems like the Aurifil just breaks way too much for my liking. I need a thread that does not break that much. I mean, I know you're going to have threads that break while you're so, I know that. I don't live in a disillusioned world. I mean, it's thread, it's going to break sometimes. But it's almost every single time I sew, I have threads break. And that is just absolutely insane to me, that it breaks every single time I sew. So I need to find something else. So if you guys have a good thread that I can try, that I can get a small spool first. I don't want to have to get a large one. Or hey, if you have a spare one and would like to send me a sampling. You know, if you have a sample spools, I think sometimes you can get like really small spools. You know, if you have a sample one that you'd like to send me, feel free. My address is down in the description box always. And I'm willing to try any kind of thread. Which, you know, I don't really know the difference between the threads and the weights and all that. I just know when I got my machine, they were using 40 weight on it, and that's what I use is 40 weight. If I need to go up in my weight, let me know. That I imagine that could have something to do with it breaking or not, or I just need to find a good thread. I don't like it breaking like it is. Because I shared on Tammy's channel on the live. See, it just broke again. I shared about, my aunt and I went down south today, just 2 hours away in Alexandria, Louisiana. And on my way back, I saw, there's a place in Baton Rouge called Gambino's. They have the absolute best king cakes. I stopped at 2 places. Since we didn't go down to Baton Rouge, you know, Gambinos, they do deliver their king cakes to places. I think I gotta make sure that caught way back there, because I noticed that thread was jumping around back there. But I stopped at 2 places, and yeah, it didn't catch right there. And neither one of them had a Gambinos. I mean, they sell 3 different kinds. They had the traditional, the strawberry, and the cream cheese. They didn't have a single one of them. So, the closest I can get, well, I don't know. We have a specialty store nearby, but I need to check and see if they have Gambinos. Okay, so what I've got to do now is press this. So let me get this all out of the way. I've got a lot of stuff over here in my way, but I normally do when I've been on the live, because we sew on the live. And I have all my stuff up here that I need access to real quick, because what I need to do is take that tray off. And what I'm going to do is pull my roundabout here, cut my iron on, get it to heating up, and I am going to start spraying my fabric so I can press it. But anyway, so I was let down today, guys, really bad, because, and I was like, well, you know, it must be a sign. I shouldn't have it anyway, and I know it, but it's Mardi Gras time almost. This year, Mardi Gras is in March, which is strange to me, but that's when it is. So I'm going to check all of these. I'm going to go ahead and just spray the whole thing and check the whole thing out. Make sure everything caught. Now what I got to do is make sure when I put this on that I put it going the right direction. See, I need a big pressing station. That's what I need. But I don't have it, so I have to deal with what I got, which right at the moment is a very small space on my sewing table. Now, I do have this other tray thing over here that I could use, but it has stuff sitting on it. I'm going to see if I can't get... See, I wish this was... this cord. I'm going to have to get me a cordless, y'all. I really am. Okay, I now have this pressed out. So now what I have to do, take the other panel and start putting it together. Let's see. This one has 3. So I need the one that only has 2. That is going to be this end. So what I'm going to do is just pin it together, and I will bring you guys right back once I got it pinned so I can start sewing it. Okay, we are now pinned again to the other section of this. Now let's see if I can get this all up here and not pulling. This is why I have trouble. If somebody's got a better way of doing this, please tell me, because I don't know how people sew all these big quilt tops on their machines, because I just can't seem to get it all up here without it pulling. And I'm sure everybody has trouble with it pulling. That it's not just me. I think what it is, I just have a big old bulk right here. I'm going to drop it down. Okay, so I'm going to try it like this. I think I may have it where it's not going to pull it so bad for me. And I hope I got it pinned right. I hope I got the right end pinned. I think I do. Pretty certain I do, because one end has where it was sewn together with the other side, and one end doesn't have any. And I'm on the end that has, it's got a stitch line in there. Now, I do see a place that I need to keep an eye on, because it may not catch. I will check this to see if it caught as soon as it gets past that foot there, because for some reason that was not very even. Nope, it did not catch. So instead of continuing on and then coming back to it, I'm just going to go straight to it right now. So guys, yep, I do this a lot. You may not see my seam ripper very often, but I do have to use it a lot. And right now it's just because I'm not satisfied with how much it caught. I want it to catch way more than it did. Right there. I don't know why, but we're going to fix it. Y'all probably hear my heat just kicked on. It does make a loud noise, so I'm sorry about that. But I gotta stay warm. I think we got up to 52 degrees today. So we had us a nice warm day today. I think I caught it good there. Pretty certain I did. I'm going to catch my finger under there in a second if I don't keep it out of the way. But if you see this done, if you see this on Friday, and I have it completely sewn, it will be going to my long armor today. So if you're seeing it, I've already got it gone. Because I have to go get my truck inspected. I keep forgetting about that. And that's a big thing around here. My inspection ran out in December. So I'm going to go get my truck inspected first thing tomorrow. Or Friday when you see this. I will get my vehicle inspected, and I will just keep on going to the next town and drop this quilt off with Miss Ava. See if she's been working on, see if she's got my Santa gnome, I think it's called Santa gnome, I think is what it's called. Because I will have to pick out some binding fabrics. If I have some reds, I'll probably use reds. And I'm pretty certain I have some red. Because I think I have some of that red with the white polka dots. And I may try to get some binding done this weekend. I'm trying to get my bin cleaned out. Trying to get a lot of bins cleaned out. I have some bins that's going to be getting filled. My Christmas bins. I still have my Christmas decorations up. I had planned on getting that done today, and just decided I'd go pick my aunt up and we would go see my niece today. we had lunch with her. So I was asking her if she was going to come and go with us on Valentine's Day. A bunch of my family, we're all going to the hockey game on Valentine's Day. My husband's not going to be here, so I told him I'd go with him. Even if he was here, I'd probably go with him because he's not going to want to do anything anyway. But, okay, now this has got one of them. I'm going to go ahead and just cut my thread there. Before I even get to it, it looks like it may, it don't look like it's high enough up. I don't know how, but sometimes it looks like my fabric just doesn't meet up all the way on both sides. But I do see that I should have pressed this, and I didn't. I thought, well, I can, you know, hold it down with my finger, but that's not doing too good of a job right now. But we are getting this stitched back together. I will try to press it out, you know, give it a good press, or the seams that I'm sewing right now, I'll give them a good press. This one here still kind of has its press line in it from where it was stitched and pressed before. I may not even have to press this one. Oh, guys, I almost have this one done a second time. But this time it will be going to the long armor. It will be ready to go. Even if it's not right, it's going to be ready to go. I hope to get this going tomorrow. Well, I know I'm going to get it going tomorrow because I'm on my last 2 squares. And if I put it together wrong a second time, then it's just meant to be. So now I got to get these last 2 blocks together. Get them on that 1/4 inch seam. Because, y'all, my kitty cat is over here looking at me like I am crazy. He looks like he's mad at me because I'm making him stay up. Which I'm not making him stay up. He's choosing to stay up. But he stays up with me. If I'm in here sewing, he stays up with me. And I know it's past 11 o'clock. So, guys, this is the Grandma's Scrap Quilt. Completed for a second time. And if it's not right, it's not right. And it's going to be okay. But I have to go pick out my backing tomorrow. But this is my Grandma's Scrap Quilt. It will be going to the long armor tomorrow. Or today when you see it. But this is it. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that you have enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not yet. Click that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.